And we're back. Anyway, we're watching Broken Sword with me, Reef, and we're gonna try and take this. Stop the criminals from stealing this tripod. How shall we get around to it? I don't want to leave, so I think I'll open this window.
Attention! Please do not open the window, monsieur.
Don't you think it's kind of stuffy in here?
Better stuffy than dead.
What's the problem? Fumes from car exhausts?
Not just that, monsieur. There's a new...
So what?
Since that...
I think I should talk
Pardon
to
me.
Lobino then.
Oui, monsieur?
Yeah, we have lots to talk about.
Do you know anything about the Knights of the
No, sir.
The sign on the...
It does.
Yeah.
Most...
You don't...
No, it was...
I'm just
Why don't
gonna
you
get
do
through
it?
all this because I've seen
What's
this
the
a million
important... Do you...
times.
Don't you...
Well, whatever...
Do you know any...
Not me. It is...
And they ask...
They are... Where... Of course... No.
Yes, so we've
What
seen
kind-
this
Oh,
a million
yeah.
times before, so I'm just skipping through
Can
it.
I tell...
What? That...
How sophisticated... How is the alarm...
By the slightest...
It strikes...
It has...
Okay, so I'm done
Thanks
talking to
for
him.
your help.
He's looking away. I should be open.
Don't open it! Don't open it!
Remember the burning cattle.
Leave it alone.
Closet? It's...
What to do, what to do, what to do. He seems a bit busy.
Don't open it!
How do I open this window again, though?
Don't open...
Hi, Andre.
I have nothing to talk about
I'd
food.
like to shake you by the hand, Andre.
Not now, Georgie.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Ah, it's open. Finally. So while he's busy with that, I'll just sneak in and hide myself.
It is closing time, Monsieur Lobino.
Already, there just aren't enough hours in the day.
More than enough for me. I can't wait to get home and put my feet up.
Because
Eh bien,
Lobino is
see you
lazy.
tomorrow.
Good night, Monsieur.
It's time for sleep. Oh. What's this?
Quit fooling around, you moron! Get your ass over here and bring that flashlight!
The flashlight. Let me just help you guys.
What the... Who's there?
Let's get out of here!
Why did you just do that? I don't know what just happened. Did Nico save
And when
me?
I woke up, I was at the police station. Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor Georges.
What a mess. I bungled the whole thing.
I don't think so. You made a pretty good job of distracting those two crooks.
Yeah, but the killer got away with the tripod.
No, he didn't. He's not the only one who can dress up in costume.
You mean it was you who stole the tripod? Oh, hell, Nico. I could have been shot.
Those dogs are more likely to shoot their own feet.
I just wish you'd told me your plans. We're supposed to be in this together. And how come you dressed up like a pantomime cat?
Don't sulk, Georgie, please.
Oh, rats. And don't call me Georgie.
Oh, I really thought you'd be pleased. After all, we've got the tripod.
Ooh, Nicole. Every time I remember why I like you more and more. Has Andre been here?
Oh, by the way, I had a visit from André Lobineau.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I hope you didn't mind me giving him your address.
Not at all. It was lovely to see him again. He
Oh.
was over the moon when I showed him the manuscript. It's not often he gets that excited. He made a sketch of the Knight's crest to take back to the museum. I believe he's identified the family who bear that crest.
I sure hope so.
And... the
Let's
manuscript?
take another look at the manuscript.
So we have this.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
So we've seen that, we've seen this.
A knight with a crystal ball.
Yeah.
The knight's scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened.
Okay. And the pictures.
There's a guy working on a loom.
And the last one.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
Look there, 2 guys on the same horse.
Oh.
Nothing happened.
Yeah,
The gem fits perfectly, but what does that prove?
maybe the tripod has to be in a certain location.
There's
Maybe.
nothing on the manuscript to indicate where, though, is there?
So you just removed it. Oh. Okay.
That is...
Okay. So
I'd
I'm
better
done,
get back to the quest.
done here at Nicole's place. For now. Let me see. I've been here. Been in the police station too many times. What's this? Oh, it's a new place. There's an old man sitting here looking fresh.
Excuse me, officer. Shouldn't you be off directing traffic or something?
You have seen the Parisian traffic, no?
Yeah, so?
I could direct the traffic. The most dangerous, the east side of Rome. Or I can sit here and enjoy the sun, the architecture, and the Sauvignon. Which would you choose?
Yeah, but I'm not a policeman. What happened to duty?
An excellent question, monsieur.
That is an excellent question. And does he know anything about the Knights Templar?
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. Only that they were excommunicated in 1312 and hanged in their dozens within this very square.
Boy, what they teach in the police academy these days.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Oh, a board over there. I think I'll investigate.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Let's talk to this kid. Or this
I had
bunch
no
of
desire
people.
to talk to the crowd.
What's this?
I couldn't open it with my bare hands.
And the clown? Can't trust any clowns.
Hey, you with the balls.
Oui?
Who are you?
How did you learn to be a juggler?
Juggler? What is this juggler?
It's you. You juggle, that makes you a juggler.
No, I am a jongleur.
A jongler? What's that?
Mon Dieu! A jongleur is an artist, a master of the contragravitic aeroballetic mysteries. In centuries past, the courts of the crowned heads of Europe had the jongleurs, witty, erudite men to whom the monarchs turned in their hours of need.
Wait a minute, wait. Let me get this straight. Our enemies are at the borders, plague ravages the land, and the peasants are revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the Jongler to throw his balls around. I don't think so. That juggling doesn't look so difficult.
Oh, it does not, does it not? Perhaps you feel you could do better, no?
I'll give it a try.
Be my guest.
Come
I
on,
had no
Georgie.
idea what I was doing. But this guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be? A lot more difficult than I thought. That's how difficult.
We're making the people angry.
Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers.
Sure is.
Not so easy after all, is it?
No, I guess not.
Okay, let's open this thing.
Hey! Hey, you! What do you think you are doing? Leave that cover alone. Now.
Sorry,
Darn it.
no harm intended.
You stay away from that.
Okay, let's go up. Oh, it's a man. Or a priest. And sarcophagus. Strange.
Excuse me, Father.
Ooh, echo.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
What's wrong with his voice?
How long have you worked here?
Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling. I have been helping Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
But he sounds like his underwear is a bit too tight.
I guess you don't know much about the history of this church then.
Just a little.
Yes?
You've got quite a shine on that candlestick.
Ah oui. Anything less than best would be an insult to the Almighty.
I guess so. I never thought of it like that. What do you know about the Knights Templar?
You have come to the right place, if that is your interest.
Yes.
Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France.
Well, the Pope was right behind it, though.
Clement V was a man of mammon, not of God.
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago.
Sure is. Want to shake my hand?
I thought about using the shake and shock on him, but I couldn't do that to a priest.
Oh, I could.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay, let's check out this statue.
On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack. A scroll was a symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. A scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell.
Oh, wait. Let's go check out
I didn't
this class.
recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout.
Oh.
Somehow it looked more modern than its neighbor.
Maybe it was broken before? Maybe.
A stone knight lay in full stone armor, blank eyes looking at the ceiling. Carrying all that armor around must have been hard work.
And the other one?
A stone knight lay at the end of a row of 4. I wondered if this guy had died in combat.
Interesting. What's over there at the far end?
A knight there in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world. I guess.
Oh.
I could see that what had at first seemed to be a fine engraved chasing on the scroll was actually writing.
What?
Per disciplinum meum lux videbus.
Sounds pretty familiar to me.
Yes, exactly like the thing on the... on the manuscript. You retard. Is there any...
I didn't have time to sit around.
I do. Let's see, what else is there to do? I want to go down, but the juggler's in the way. Puzzle hints. Help. How do I get hints? Hint 1. Why not see if you can do better jugglers using humor as your weapon? Ask the juggler if you can try juggling. Talk to the policeman and show him the clown's nose. Okay. I'll go do that then. Ain't got nothing to lose by doing that. Come on, policeman, where you at? Come on, I want to chat.
Hello again.
Hello again, monsieur.
I'll show you this.
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Ah, you are a clown.
Do I look like a clown?
No, although you juggle like one.
Sure do.
Now, if I'd known you were a clown, it would have been amusing, and not a humiliation for you.
What do you mean?
Who ever heard of a plainclothes clown?
He had a point.
So you're saying that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But if I juggle badly without it...
You look like a pathetic loon. Oui, monsieur, you have it.
Clothes make the man. I wonder... Has he seen this guy?
Have you seen this man before?
No, who is it?
I believe him to be an international assassin.
Oh,
Is that all you can say? Oh.
I did wonder if I should say that I believe you to be an international paranoiac, but it didn't seem polite.
Sure doesn't. Let me take your blood pressure.
What do you think of this?
A blood pressure sleeve.
Think
I'll
that's
see you
all.
around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
So, once I'm done, I'll still look for another go, show the nose, and that should clear the way.
Hi again.
Sometimes I don't know what to do in this game. Sorry
Oui?
about that, guys.
What is it this time?
I want another go, but I'll show
I'd
you
like
my
to have another
nose.
try at juggling, please.
You have gone on a crash course, perhaps?
No. I just had an insight into presentation.
Huh?
Allow me to demonstrate. The balls, please.
If you insist on completing your humiliation, monsieur.
Okay, now for my secret weapon.
I knew there was a use for this nose.
The juggler was speechless with rage. You could have mistaken him for a mime. And without a word, he collected his balls
And left.
and left in a fury. Hey! You forgot one of your balls! Hey! But he didn't hear. Better still, deprived of his entertainment, the gendarme decided maybe he ought to do some policing for a change.
Ooh, so we're without the policeman, and now I can actually read what's standing on this thing.
In French, English, and German it read, "In 1312, Pope Clement V dissolved the knightly order of the Templars and excommunicated its members on charges of heresy. In the following 2 years, many of the knights were hanged on this site. Their Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burnt at the stake on an island in the Seine."
That's kind of mean. Oh well. I'll just open this thing here then. Nobody saw me doing that at all. Okay, here we are. Time to explore the sewers of Paris again. Time to get our hands dirty and watch them
The wall had
afterwards.
flaked, and anything once written on it had long since gone.
Oh,
The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templier and something about innocence.
innocence?
My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, "This is where the gallows used to stand." Maybe.
Wow, okay. That's kind of dark actually. What are you doing, George?
The hook lay in a bed of chain.
Okay, but why did you do that? Should I add the ball to it? Okay, so I'm going to use this for something, I just don't know what yet. Okay, let's explore onwards before we stay here for too long. Oh, here's a picture of a hanged man. And a skull.
I pushed against the door, but it seemed to be locked.
Seemed to be locked. Let's put this ball in there. Put this ball in here.
Maybe not.
Put the gem there. No. Okay, have to find out what to do. What to do. Can I see anything to do?
The wall had flaked. The wall seemed in very poor condition. The inscription was undecipherable. The plaster had cracked and was falling away. I wondered why.
Oh, wait a second. Let's just take this here hook.
The hook lay in a bed of chain.
Okay, but I want the hook. I want it. Okay, screw
It
your
was
hook.
time for some brutal destruction.
Oh yeah, what Americans do best.
Hey, that's hollow! I
Really?
poked a hole in an historical site. If any archaeologists came by, they'd lynch me for this.
Oh,
There was
it's
some
sewers.
sort of mechanism hidden inside the wall, with a lever in the middle of it.
Okay, so
Here goes. The secret door had jammed. I couldn't get through that gap. I'd pulled the lever right over.
okay, so we need something to replace the lever. And luckily we have this right here. So I'll just pick it up, put it in. Oh yeah, Georgie, you genius you. And we'll just return there and put it out all open. That's the end of that little problem. And let's go. What does this mechanism do?
Boy, had I ever made a mess of that door.
It opens the door. What's this? I see fancy rocks with something to look at. We're diving deeper into the mysteries
In
of this
the
game.
beginning
What?
was the end.
An end wrought by our enemies began our darkness.
In the end will be a beginning.
An end to our enemies heralds our new day. Report. The military establishments are in flux. The end of the Cold War has left them with no clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts. We have successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons. They feel that the politicians have cast them adrift. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Good. Mademoiselle?
Governments are giving the corporations more respect than their own citizens. A groundswell of dissatisfaction and dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executives to control them. A blind belief in market forces is accelerating this trend the world over. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
The global population's belief in those that govern it has never been lower. We have inculcated a sense of immediacy and action over forethought and planning in all the major governments. They are acting on hasty decisions that cannot be completed or revoked without appearing foolish.
Holy shit.
The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
This is some serious shit going on.
Excellent. The tired old governments are dying a slow death. from their own incompetence and our machinations. Professor, where is the broken sword?
That is a scary voice to hear.
As we discussed last time, with the loss of the manuscript, our search is as a corollary hindered.
And as discussed last time, you have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget. What have you been doing with our money, Professor?
Whores and
We
hookers?
are working on the principle that the Templars, that is to say our predecessors,
Hold on. These are the Templars?
must have left a trail when they were hiding the clues to the sword of Baphomet's location.
Sort
I
of
have a
Baphomet.
small army of historians and archaeologists ferreting out that trail.
I trust these historians and archaeologists are more trustworthy than your friend Pegram.
Pegram was loyal. He tried to protect the Lochmarn gem when the Hashashin came near.
And failed. And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin. He's an assassin. Plain and simple.
That's not what he believes. He actually thinks.
Silence! Do I have to remind you that we have a sacred duty?
No.
A trust? When Philippe attempted to destroy the Order, we lost the sword and our power with it. Now we have the opportunity to reforge it. But time is short. We need results, not petty bickering, not excuses. Now, Professor Baphomet.
Yes, of course. My apologies. We will find Baphomet and the sword, manuscript or no. We have already found another element actually within Paris.
Excellent. What is it?
Well, we're not exactly sure at present.
Ha!
But I have my best people working on it. You would do well not to criticize others, Eklund. At least I have not murdered one of our own.
Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital.
Marquet was a liability. Eklund dealt with him on my orders.
I beg your pardon, Grandmaster. I did not mean to.
Have you any good news for us, Professor?
We already know 3 of the elements. We know that Klausner had obtained the lens before he vanished.
Where was he?
Syria. We know that he arrived, but after that, nothing.
The assassin.
I fear so. It's a shame. Klausner was a good operative.
This will be our last meeting in person until we locate the sword of Baphomet. I hope that I don't need to emphasize the importance of finding it. Without it, our endeavors come to nothing. With the sword reforged, we will have the power to sweep the stage of all opposition. The next time that we meet, it will be to become the princess of this world!
Wow. Oh, look, they're all on a boat. Oh, nice. Well, this is actually pretty serious. Quite worried, actually, about all these old men and one lady doing a bunch of crazy things. Oh, what is this?
There was a large circle marked out on the floor with a stump in the middle.
Oh,
Around the circle I could see words inlaid into the stone. On the circle's circumference were the Templar seal and 2 Latin phrases, Non omnis moriar and Clarior e tenebris.
No.
I shall not die completely, the brighter from the darkness.
Okay, but I see there's 3 holes over here, so
In
I
the
think...
middle of the circle was a stump of stone, a shaft of daylight from the world above lancing down to touch it.
Okay, I know what to do with this. This is obviously, look, just look at... Oh,
The
yeah.
tripod's feet fitted neatly into the notches on the top of the stump.
Ooh, yeah. Put the gem. Come on, baby.
The light falling from above struck the gem, and scattered in 5 neat rays.
And each ray picked out a letter. Starting from the left, I could read
M-A-R-I-B. Marib. Now all I had to do was figure out what the heck that meant.
Oh, that's not too bad. Back in Nico's apartment again.
Nico, I've seen them.
Who?
The Templars. I spied on their meeting in the catacombs.
And you saw the Knights Templar?
I saw a bunch of guys masquerading as Templars. They're after something called the Sword of Baphomet. The bogus doctor was there, the guy who killed Marquet. The manuscript is the key, just as we thought. It shows the way to the broken sword, whatever that is.
And how does the assassin fit into all this?
He's out to stop them. These Neo-Templars, they're men and women in influential positions. Don't you see? Plantar was one of them. The assassin killed him for the manuscript, to stop them finding the sword.
But now we have got the manuscript.
Yes.
So, how do they hope to find the sword?
I don't know. They said something about a lens and a guy called Klausner who's gone to Syria. But they didn't seem to realize the significance of the very site of their meeting. You see, after they'd gone, I discovered a stone pedestal and a carved inscription. I set up the gem on the tripod, directly below a beam of light. The gem split the beam and lit the letters M-A-R-I-B.
Marib is a village in Syria. You're not thinking of going there yourself, are you?
Why
I
not?
am.
These guys are crazy and dangerous. That reminds me, you should leave the gem here.
Okay. What about the tripod?
I'll send it back to Andre, anonymously.
Okay, well then let's
Do
go.
you think I should go to Marib?
Syria is a long way, Georges.
So, I'm going to Syria soon. Anyway, I think this is as good a time as any to finish this episode. And I will see you guys again next time. And, well, hopefully I will survive Syria. Anyway, see you guys again. Bye-bye.